Today's video is sponsored by Audible. Audible is the leading provider for audiobooks and more. With thousands of titles to choose from, including exclusives you won't find anywhere else, there is something for everyone. Whether you are looking for something new or an old favorite you have read or listened to many times, they have it. You can listen anywhere with the free app, and it can be downloaded on all smartphones and tablets. You can download titles and listen offline, anytime, anywhere. You can listen across devices without losing your spot. If you can't decide what to listen to, no worries. You can keep your credits for up to a year. We love to listen to audiobooks and podcasts on long trips, workouts, or cosplay crafting, or even when we're gaming. It helps pass the time and can also be relaxing. Escape into the world of an audiobook by using our link here, audibletrial.com/geeky saying couple. You can get a 30-day free trial. The link is down in the description below. Hope you guys enjoy the video. What's up, everyone? It's Kanan.
It's Jessie.
And we are the Geeky Sane Couple, and we usually don't do videos like this, but we want to start off by saying this is not a hit piece. We do not want people to say bad things about limited run games or anything like that. It's just that we have a little bit of criticism for them and how they've done this whole RWBY Grimm Eclipse Collector's Edition thing. Now, this may be standard practice for limited games. This is the first time we've ordered from them, so if it is, please let us know in the comments if you've ordered from Limited Run. So, back in July of 2021, they opened pre-orders for RWBY Grimm Eclipse Definitive Edition Collector's Edition. Try and say that 3 times really, really fast. Which me and we pre-ordered it. Because that's the funny thing about Grimm Eclipse. It was the first RWBY game, and when it first came out, it was immensely popular. As the years have went on, it's kind of, people kind of see it as mid as far as games go. But usually when video games for cartoons, television series, movies, 9 times out of 10 they're not very good. The record for games based on movies and TV shows is not really good. There have been some gems. There's been a lot of gems, but we've had a bit of scrap iron on getting to those gems. Now, for what it's worth, I never finished Grimm Eclipse. I played a little bit of it on the PlayStation 4, and I thought for a first outing, it was a pretty good game. Now we've got RFL coming out, and it looks like it's probably going to be a huge step up, which, Rooster Teeth has connections to bigger gaming studios than they had back then when Grimm Eclipse came out. But I saw the collector's edition for Grimm Eclipse as kind of just that, a collector's item. And, Limited Run, I believe, are the ones who did the physical version for Grimm Eclipse Definitive Edition. So I think Limited Run is the only way you can get it. I kind of hope they do differently with Arrowfell. I hope you can go to like GameStop and other places and pre-order it if you want a physical edition. But anyway, the major problem with this is that pre-orders ended in August of 2021. It's now April 2022. The collector's edition has still not been released. And that's fine, because reading their website, this is kind of standard for them. But here's the problem. They're not communicating. So before we get to that major problem, let's go over to the website. Alright, so this is the page for RWBY Grimm Eclipse Collector's Edition. As you can see, it's sold out, so it was a major seller. The price was $89.99, and with shipping and all that, it went up to what?
$113, which is funny enough because that's the number of this game.
Yeah, 113. So keep in mind, this is pretty much a $100 purchase. And, you go down here, shows you everything you get with it. They've got the trailer for the game. and all that stuff. Okay, so right here, please note, there is no purchase limit of this item. This item is currently in manufacturing and artwork is subject to change. Products are typically not expected to ship until 8 to 9 months after the pre-order window closes. Future production updates will be visible on the product page and your account page. All orders are considered final and cannot be canceled. All right, so 8 to 9 months. Pre-orders ended in August. It's now April, so it's been about 8 months. So May is when their little window is up. Okay, so then you've got right up here, production status, in production, estimated ship date Q2 2022. The thing is, this originally said Q1, which is January to March. They didn't hit that, so now they've changed it to Q2, which is April to June. Now, like I said, that's totally fine. This may be standard practice. You know, this is a collector's edition with many items. It's a collector's edition for a game that came out months ago, almost, I think, a year ago. And usually when a collector's edition comes out, it comes out when the game initially releases, but this was an after thing. So, and also, yes, there's a supply shortage. There's still a pandemic going on. That's, you know, we completely understand that.
But communication.
Yes. Limited Run is not talking to their customers. I've only seen one tweet asking, has anyone heard about the collector's edition? This product sold out, so there's quite a bit of people who bought this game. And, like I said, yeah, a lot of people didn't think Grimm Eclipse was a great game, but still, a collector's edition for a RWBY game, it's people wanted it, including us.
It sold out before the pre-order window closed.
So Jess decided to finally email them, and when was this first email sent? This was back in February, I think, maybe?
I think so.
And they did respond. It says, I do apologize for the confusion. At this time, that item is still in production and is estimated to begin shipping later this quarter. This information can also be found on its product page on our website. And they gave us a link. As we have additional information, it will be posted to its production page. So be sure to check there, as that will be your best source of updates. We appreciate your patience. And, they had, as at that time, it still said Q1. So I was like, okay, let's see what happens in March. Well, I didn't know that Jess actually emailed them again the day before the end of March.
Yep.
And this is what they sent. The most up-to-date shipping information for a title will usually be on the title's listing page. Just keep an eye on that to get updated first. To at LRG Warehouse when we have it, then manufacturing complete once it starts shipping, which might take 1 to 2 weeks normally from start to finish for most runs. And it gave us another link which Jess checked, and you said there was really nothing.
No, there's really nothing on there, just saying it's, unfulfilled in production, all the details and stuff like that. But the thing is the point is, like, I'll log into my email every day. And since we had pre-ordered a game, I have constant emails of, new releases from limited run games, which, is expected. But that's all I get, is literally, the only thing I have is the confirmation email. And then everything else is, this is going to be pre-ordering, or pre-order this now, our last chance to do this. Okay, great. How about an update on the game? Even just an update saying, hey, there's a delay, just keep us updated. The only way I have gotten updates is I have to reach out. That's usually not how things are supposed to work. They're supposed to at least send some type of email. I've gotten update emails on several things that I've ordered, like my Cos ears. They were in a delay for a while, but they kept us updated through the process every so often. This, I haven't had one single update after the confirmation. Nothing. That's my problem. I get it. If it's delayed, it's delayed. But tell us that. Like, it annoys me to no end when I don't have an update and I have to be the one to jump through hoops to find out what's going on. It's just annoying. I don't know other words to say for that.
And really, all we're saying is that, like, if it's delayed and they're having trouble, that's fine. Like I said, there's a supply shortage. There's still a pandemic going on. But this is an over $100 purchase, and you're not communicating with your customers who bought it, and it's already paid for. They took the money out of our account the moment we pre-ordered it. This isn't a pre-order now, pay later when it ships. They've already got the money. And like I said, this may be how Limited Run does things. We're not like, this is the first time we've ever ordered anything from them, but it's just weird. I've never pre-ordered a collector's edition for a game that didn't come out along with the release of the game. Like, they did this after the fact.
I've also never pre-ordered something that I've never had communication. Like, I'm overloaded with, this comes out this week or 1 week, pre-order this, pre-order that. Okay, but I get it. You're trying to get the names of other stuff out there, but I've never had something I've pre-ordered not give me some type of information on what I ordered.
Yeah, because it seems like, limited...
Even Amazon messages you, hey, this is delayed. Like...
Or order canceled
okay?
All of a sudden.
Yeah.
And Limited Run, I'm guessing they are pretty much what their name entails. They sell video games that are on a limited release, like games that you will not normally find in Walmart or GameStop or EB Games or something like that. They're games that you can only get through them, and there's a limited stock of them because it's not a huge release. Which is why, like I said, which is why I'm kind of hoping that Arrowfell is different. I'm hoping that the physical version for that is a more wide release because it is being made by a bigger studio than what Grimm Eclipse was made with. So yeah, it's unfortunate. I really wish we had it by now because I want to do an unboxing of it, and we do plan to do some Let's Plays of it playing together. So it is kind of a shame, it's like no one's talking about it really. That's another big shame. Like I said, I've only seen one person bring up, has anyone heard about the collector's edition who pre-ordered it? There may be more people talking about it. I've just not seen it. But maybe we're the only ones that are like concerned about this because we've never ordered for them and others have. But the lack of communication, I think, is definitely a sour spot for them in this a little bit because you can ask her. I'm like, unless it's something I really want, I'm kind of tight with money. And I really had to jumble at that time. Do I really want to spend $100 on this? But it's a collector's edition. I prefer physical media, especially when it's RWBY. And so I was like, yeah, pre-order it. Let's pre-order it. And then just, dump $113 and then just not hear nothing at all. I'm not saying this is the case, but it almost feels like, I gave that money away in a way. Because we've not heard anything. We've not gotten anything for it in almost 9 months. That's in August, it'll be a year since they closed the pre-orders. If we're in June and we've still not got it, and that means we're almost to a year when pre-orders opened, that's not a good thing. That's not a good sign. Like, the worst case scenario is they cancel it, and that's a lot of money to give back.
To a lot of people.
Yeah, and the thing that really worries me is that I've changed banks since then, so who knows what kind of nightmare that might end up being. But
it's definitely like I said, this isn't turning us away. This isn't a hate thing or anything like that. It's just how this looks to any other new customer that has never bought from them. It's kind of like a turn off to that. Like, it's like, okay, well, do I really want to, if I see another title, do I do I really want to chance that again with how long that's going to take with no communication?
Well, I'm hoping if it's just a game, they will get it to you relatively faster, like on its release. This is like it's just weird how they did this with a collector's edition for a re-release of an older game, and the collector's edition came out after the fact in a lot of ways. So, because I don't know.
Well, yeah, I'd like to think that just a regular game we'd get sooner, but it's just like the overall general fact that like any new customer, like, okay, well, I ordered something from them, they didn't really communicate. Yeah, it took a while, but I mean, you can look past that. But the communication, like, do I really want to order something else again and not have any clue where it is or what's going on other than the vague this quarter? I mean,
Yeah, like yeah, just telling you it's going to come out in this quarter
it's
is
just
kind of
very vague. I mean, yes, they've been nice when they've responded back and all the questions I've had, but it's just, again, the fact I had to reach out for that. I didn't get hey, this is an update, and it's just a little.
And I can understand that they're probably flooded with emails because of all the games
And
they
I do
release.
get automated responses that say that, which, and I understand that. Okay, well, I'll wait for a response, and I get one usually a couple days, like a day or so later, but
I do think situations like this, it would be helpful to have someone who,
send out a mass
yeah,
update
like
email.
that's
It's
really
not that complicated.
yeah, because to anyone else who would be way more critical than us, they're just going to label it as bad customer service and just never come back again. Me and Jess try not to be overly critical because, I mean, unless it's just a really badly handled situation, you kind of want to, like, because both me and Jess have worked customer service jobs before. It's not fun. It's not, but you still got to put the customer first in a lot of ways. If the customer is rude or curses at you, then yeah, customer service can sometimes just go out the window at that moment. But if you're just not informing your customers about a $100 investment they've made for, to you in a way, I don't know. It's kind of, it's not it's, I don't know the word I'm looking for. It's not suspect in any way, but it just
it's not a good business practice to not keep your customers updated, even if it's just a little mass, automated message that's saying, hey, this is delayed, this is what the update is, we'll let you know further. I mean, I would have settled for like a 2-sentence response. Like, anything. I mean, that's why I just keep watching the page, because I don't know what else to do. I mean, that's pretty much what they've said to do.
And I mean, we could be completely wrong. This could just be how they always do things with their big collector's editions. Like we said, we've only ordered from them once. Maybe after the 9 months is over, then maybe they'll start kicking in notifying people. I don't know. Maybe just between those 8 to 9 months, they just chill because that's what they're
told to do.
Yeah, and then after 9 months, it's like, yeah, do some PR or something. I don't know.
Just a little more communication. That's really all I want to see.
The only time I'm going to be a little suspectful of it is if May comes around and then we go into June and there's still nothing. Like, if it's been almost a year since you opened pre-orders and you're still not communicating with customers, something's wrong. But once again, if it's a supply issue or something like that, that's totally fine. But
just
let us know.
Please.
Let us know that your product may be delayed because of item shortages. Hey, that's everyone is facing that. But just not telling us anything at all, I've gotten annoyed about it. I'll ask Jess, is there a new email? No. Have you heard anything? No. So, yeah. So, hopefully, by the end of this month, sometime this month or next month, we get it. You guys will be the first to know because I'll be doing an unboxing of it. But, yeah, we just wanted to vent a little bit. It's not Rooster Teeth's fault, definitely. So don't go after Rooster Teeth. I don't think they have anything to do with this. It's just that
Hell,
limited.
it's not even the customers. It's not even the side of Limited Run that we're talking to. This is the production team. Whatever they're doing. I mean, you can't really blame anything anywhere. Just update people. That's all I've got to say on it.
But once again, this was not a hit piece or anything. It's just that pretty much communication is the best form to fix anything. So hopefully we hear something soon from them. If, like I said, if we don't have anything by the end of this month and into next month, they'll be getting another email, because it's getting on the verge of ridiculousness after that. Like, if there's, like I said, once again, if there's a supply shortage, fine, but let us know. Communication with your customers. So this is probably not the RWBY video you guys were hoping for, but there's just nothing else really to talk about right now. But hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button. As always, guys, this is Kanan.
This is Jessie.
We love you all very, very much. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.